What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be doing a short review of 009-1. Now, this is a pretty good anime overall. You know, let's read a short overview of the anime. You know, that'll be it. Amy Hoffman, a beautiful cyborg spy with the codename 009-1, lives in the alternative world where the Cold War never ended. Let's start with the animation, because the animation is probably one of the things people complain about the most. The animation is a little bit different. You could tell the mangaka, or whoever created it, designed it, they went for a different art style, and it ain't bad once you get used to it. At first you're kind of like, well, what kind of animation anime style is this? But you get used to it. It's quite different, but I have no qualms with it. It looks pretty smooth. You could tell it's a little bit older. It ain't bad for what it was. Let's talk about the characters. The main protagonist is 009-1. At first she seems kind of dull. Later on you start to like her. She starts to grow as a character like they should in anime and games and all that stuff. There's quite a bit of fan service in this. However, it doesn't take away from like the characters. I know a lot of people are like, well, if you show too much fan service, you really don't respect the characters that get fan service. You know, you just think of them as eye candy and not as a good character development and stuff like that. And I could say, I mean, there's quite a bit of fan service, but she is a strong person, you know, a good, respectable character. It's the same with the rest of the double agents, or the double whatever numbers, you know. So the characters aren't bad, you know. I mean, some of them are quite generic, but you know, they're not bad characters overall. The story, let's talk about the story. It ain't bad. You know, you have one major conflict, which is basically the Cold War has never ended. You know, you have all these spies from different sides, assassins, stuff like that. It's kind of generic in a way, but you can tell it's a little bit older. So, I mean, the story ain't bad. In every episode, it's like a smaller mission leading up to the bigger mission. So like the Love older anime did. Like, unlike the newer ones are more like one big thing, and that's what we count on, and maybe we have some smaller missions, but overall this is our main objective. This one is kind of more like every episode's a different antagonist, but we gotta beat that antagonist. And I mean, some of the episodes might carry on to two. The soundtrack, now to be honest, I cannot remember much about the soundtrack. I can't remember much about the intro, the outro, or the music in between. I'm not saying it's bad, I just can't remember it, you know? Unlike a lot of anime like Naruto, One Piece, even My Hero Academia, there's a lot of anime songs that just pop and you just really love them. So I can't remember that much about it. I'm not saying it's bad, I just can't remember that much about it. I already talked about the animation. Would you watch it? I mean, I definitely recommend it, worth the watch if you're just trying to find some random anime. Like I said, it's probably not the best anime overall, but it's worth a watch in my opinion. I believe it's only, it's only 13 episodes, so it ain't that bad. I mean, 009, what can you do? Definitely worth the watch, in my personal opinion. Not the worst anime I've ever seen, not the best, but I still really like it, you know? I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. I'll see you next time for short anime reviews.